Welcome to the 1960 and forward movie reviews. For this, I review the top 10 grossing films of each year from 1960 onward. And today I'm doing 2005. I'm not doing this in any specific order or anything like that. So, if you're waiting for a specific year, you might just have to wait. It's all depending on which films that we've seen, and provided that we've seen all of them from that year, we will be getting around to all the years from 1960 on to 2015 and probably even forward on from there. But yeah, anyways, let's get started. Number 10, Hitch. So, Hitch was one of those movies that nobody really talks about. And trust me, it's for a reason. I've seen the film only once, and it's probably the most forgettable film of 2005. If I remember correctly, it's about a pickup artist or something who likes to teach people to pick up women. And eventually he falls in love and tries to leave his past behind. Like I said, it was a pretty forgettable film that I only watched once, and that's really all I needed. This is probably one of Will Smith's worst films of all time. Number 9, Batman Begins. While it wasn't the best Batman film of its time, it's still a solid Batman movie. It was pretty good. Batman deals with the Scarecrow and Liam Neeson, because let's face it, Liam Neeson only plays one role, Liam Neeson. It was just a stroke of luck that Ra's al Ghul's character matches Liam Neeson. Also, it leads up to what is, as most people claim to be, the best Batman movie to this day. But I'll talk about The Dark Knight at a later date, though. Number 8, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. If you've read the book, you'll hate it. If you've seen the movie starring Gene Wilder, you'll hate it. If you've heard the story but not seen either, you won't like it. If you've never heard the story before in your life, you might think it's okay. And also, you should watch some TV or something because it's a very heavily referenced story. Number 7, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. This movie fell victim of the hype bug. It was advertised as being a massive shoot fest with a sexy Angelina Jolie, and it turned out to be kind of just okay. It was a little underwhelming, to be honest. The massive shoot scene didn't really happen until the end, and even then it was just them pointing guns and things exploding into pieces around them. And before that, you're met with a struggling marriage, secrets and lies that could have been easily dealt with, and Vince Vaughn acting like Vince Vaughn. It wasn't good, it wasn't bad, it was just... Number 6, Madagascar. This one actually surprised me. It wasn't too bad. Mind you, I'm not a part of this movie's demographic, but still, it offered up quite a few laughs. Certainly not a bad watch. Number 5, King Kong. This movie was alright. I'm pretty sure there's a great movie in there somewhere, but it just got so diluted by needlessly elongated scenes as well as pointless scenes. I think the movie was cut roughly about... Number 4, War of the Worlds. This film is also on the list of films I've only seen once for a reason. While it wasn't terrible per se, it wasn't close to being good. While it seemed to be the typical disaster film featuring Tom Cruise, it had a sort of charm to it that got me to enjoy it for the one time that I watched it. I certainly appreciated the ending that stayed true to the source material. I think this movie has a worse rep than it deserves, but it's still not really that great. Number 3, The Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. This movie suffers from what I now call the Avatar syndrome. The effects were great, the setting was visually stunning, the acting was really good, and the story was based on one of the most popular novels of the past 100 years. And it was okay. It wasn't really anything special. While I have no problem watching it more than once, it's not the kind of movie that I myself would ever actually purchase. Number 2, Star Wars, Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. What can I possibly say about this movie that hasn't already been said? The acting was subpar, the lines were cheesy, the story was not great, and most of the casting choices were questionable. We all know it was bad, but it's still probably the best of the prequels. Number 1, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. This was arguably the last of the exceptionally good Harry Potter films. There's really not much to not enjoy. The regular cast is great. David Tennant, in his short cameo role, pretty much stole the show. He fleshed out a character and gave him a specific little ticks and twinges to such a major character that had almost no screen or page time that even as a kid I'd love to see. If you enjoyed the first three Harry Potter films, you'll like this one. And now for the ones that I thought should have been in the top 10 highest grossing films of 2005. Thank you, one and all, for watching this film. Stay tuned next week for the next one, where I talk about the next year that I'm going to be talking about. I haven't actually decided yet. So, otherwise, I'd let you all know. But, haven't actually decided, so you'll find out soon. All right. Have a good day. Bye.